What up, Homedawgs? My name is Gokey Gamer, coach of the Milwaukee Medichams, and welcome everybody to week number 5 of the UCDL, where this week we're taking on one of the commissioners herself, Amber, coach of the Vancouver Titans. Here are the teams. Blap! I am so very scared about this game. I've yet to beat Amber, despite the many times we've battled, and it upsets me greatly. I really want to win. I really want to win, man! And her team is terrifying. She has a Tornado Hisuian, and I'm bringing a rain team. Ah! That's what I say to that. So yeah, the nice thing about this is, like, my Palafin looks really solid here. I'm going to probably lead Palafin. I also have 3 Rocky Helmet users, which is probably excessive, but you know what? It's fine. I felt like I could bring, like, 3 Rocky Helmet users to this game. Kill a Watchroll is one of them. I'm bringing Rocky Helmet Kill a Watchroll to a game for the Slitherwing that did not even show up. Gotta love that. Alright, so we see Hisuian Samurott, Glamora. We see no Ursaluna. We see Dragapult. We see no Slitherwing is shocking. I'm glad not to see Heatran. I'm also glad not to see Slitherwing either. We do see Leafeon. What else do we not see? No Torn? No Tornadus Therian into the Rain team? Very intriguing. My guess is she probably didn't predict me to bring the Rain team into a Tornadus Therian team. I'm okay with this though. I'm very okay with this. So let's see. Iron Driver is actually really good, I think, in this matchup, so I'm a very big fan of that. Iron Driver is kind of a threat to Glamora, mainly. Also helps against Leafeon, obviously. It also helps against Gardevoir, because Gardevoir can't Mystical Fire, because then I can just lower the special attack with my Mirror Armor. So that's pretty cool, which I didn't even plan for. I planned it for something else. I don't remember what it was. Electabuzz could also be pretty annoying, too, so I'm going to have to keep that in mind. I think, let's see, Kill a Watchroll is probably going to be my check for the Electabuzz. Also, probably for the Leafeon as well. I think I'm going to check both of them. And it also will help against Hisuian Samurott, assuming it has Sucker Punch and Aqua Jet and all that fun stuff. So let's see. I'm willing to bet that the Dragapult, there's a very good chance that it, well, I was going to say there's a good chance it's special. It might be physical. I'm not too sure. It might be physical. I mean, Sylveon's just always my check for the Dragapult. I don't even think Dragapult can really do anything to Sylveon, so that's pretty nice. Just because Sylveon is so naturally bulky and also immune to Draco Meteor, so that's pretty cool. Anyways, good luck up onto my opponent. Let's friggin' do this, baby! Love the card. Let's go. Alright, so immediately the lead is going to be Electabuzzy. That's crazy. Alright, so Electabuzzy, that makes a lot of sense as the nickname. I think here I might go Kill a Watchroll. I need to actually, I know you get Ice Punch, but I don't know if you click it here. You could be clicking Trailblaze. You could also be clicking Electric Move. I'm going to go ahead and switch it to I Am the Bus. I don't switch into my other Mon because you do have Trailblaze. We're going to see the swap, actually, which is very interesting. I think this also reveals that you're faster than me, which makes sense. I don't believe it. Leafeon is coming in, so this is actually fine. This is actually very ideal for me. We swap out to Kill a Watchroll. Oh, they were expecting Gastrodon to be the switch. Okay, so that makes a lot of sense. Leafeon, bada bing, bada boom. Air Slash is a button I can click for free. I can also just click U-turn for free. I don't know if you stay in versus me. I don't know what your switch would be for this, though. I can pretty much click Air Slash for free. I could also click U-turn. I think probably, maybe Electabuzz is the switch. If I U-turn, I can go into Corv, so I can do that for free. So, and I think you might predict that, so I'm gonna go for a U-turn. Yep, we are going to see the swap. Okay, that's fine by me. I really wish I could put Packed Volt Switch now, but it is what it is. 6967 results. What? Why? What do you? Oh, I get it. I get it now. I get it. Also, Trace is actually really solid tech. I like that. We're gonna go for a U-turn. Bada bing, bada boom. Love to see that. Small chunk of damage. Okay, well now I'm glad I packed. I didn't even pack it for that, but you know what? I'm glad I packed U-turn now. Let's go. Here's the thing though, Gardevoir is kind of a threat. I could honestly go into I Am Perish. Is there a reason I don't hear? Samurott's the switch, I think, into I Am Perish. I really want to just go into I Am Perish, though. I do like that play. Because I have I Am Slugger for Samurott as well. Do I need you for anything else? Glamora, you're pretty useful against. Also Leafeon. I'll go into I Am Perish. I'll go into I Am Perish here. Maybe your Weather? Maybe your Sunny Day? I'm not gonna lie, I would not be surprised if she brought Weather. I would not be surprised if she brought Sunny Day to this team. I'm gonna Weather Ball here. Bada bing, bada boom. If you have Energy Ball, that's fine. We should be able to tank this. And we're gonna do a lot of damage to you. We're gonna see the swap here, so that's fine. Let's see what wants to switch in here. It's going to be none other than Electabuzzy, so that's going to be the Electabuzz. You're going to take a decent chunk of damage from this. Bada bing, bada boom. Let's go, baby. Decent chunk of damage. Okay, so you're decently bulky, it looks like. Maybe. Yeah, it looks like you at least have some bulk. Last time I wanted to kill a Wattrel, if you go for an Ice Punch, I'm just going to go into this again. Because, yeah, I don't need Kill a Wattrel as much in this game. Because the check that Kill a Wattrel was here for, which was Slitherwing, didn't even show up. So this is kind of the new check for Electabuzz. Instead of a check for Slitherwing, it's now a check for Electabuzz. Electabuzz could be special. I could definitely see it being special, but if it's special, then you have no way of hitting, like, really actually hitting Kill a Wattrel. So that's really solid, and I like that a lot. You're definitely thinking about what you want to do here. Again, the nice thing as well, we have U-turn, so you can't go for, like, the Trace thing. Glimmora could be a bit of an issue. We could see they do stay in, so I'm very curious to see what they go into here. We go into I Am the Bus. Bada bing, bada boom. Let's see what they want to do here. We're going to see a Psychic, so you are special. That's good to know. That's going to do a decent chunk of damage. Yeah, that does a decent chunk of damage into me, but that's fine, I think. I could Air Slash here. You could switch it to Gardevoir again. That also reveals that you're special, so I'm wondering if the Dragapult's physical. I could definitely see it being physical. I could just freely go for a U-turn here. I could definitely do that. I think I'm going to Air Slash here, though. You might predict me to go into Sylveon, and then you go into Glimmora, but I have a free switch into Corviknight if I do that. So I'm going to go for Air Slash here. All right, we go for Air Slash, bada bing, bada boom, so we stay in. Let's see what they go for here. Do we get the flinch? Do we just see another Psychic? Okay, that's fine. Psychic is fine. Boom, that does a decent chunk of damage. I'm gonna go ahead and reveal Roost now, just so that way I can show that I have it, so that way you're not winning this exchange. This thing is getting already really chipped. I think you're in range of another Weather Ball, so you're no longer a switch for Politoed. That also tells you that Samurott Hisui probably does not have Assault Vest, because I think it would have come in now, because I think if Amber was scared of me clicking Focus Blast immediately, that's low-key kind of crazy, but honestly, I would love to think that I am that gutsy, but I'm not, unfortunately. It do be like that sometimes. Let's see what they go for here. We could see just another Psychic. We are just going to see another Psychic. That's going to do, like, again, a small chunk of damage, but that's okay. I'm just going to click Roost here. The rain stopped is fine. That is fine by me. I'm just going to keep clicking Roost here. There's zero reason for me not to at this point. I click Roost until I get a Spadef drop, and then I go for U-turn is basically what I do here. So this is honestly fine. We're going to see a Psychic here. This time I will click U-turn, and I think I'll go into Sylveon, because we're not really getting anywhere here, so I will go for U-turn here. Hopefully they end up swapping out. That'd be kind of nice. I'm okay with this damage. Leafeon, you still don't know that I am Fizzbulk. You don't know that I'm Fizzbulk. You might be wondering why I'm not hitting as hard with Air Slash, but at least you know now. You still don't know that I'm Fizzbulk, which is really good information to have. You could swap into Glimmora here. I don't think you swap into Leafeon on an Air Slash, because that's what I've been clicking. So, yeah, you're just going to stay in and just go for damage, because I think this was kind of your check for Kill a Wattrel. So we're going to go ahead and swap out. I'm going to go into Sylveon, because you don't have a check for Sylveon Hyper Voice either. So I'm a big fan of this. Bada bing, bada boom. Trans rights. Love to see it. Heck yeah. Alright, Electabuzz. Yeah, you're gonna go for Psychic again. It's not gonna do that much damage to me. Boom. Yeah, tiny chunk of damage. That is fine by me. And we have leftovers as well, so you could go for a Taunt here. You don't get, like, Poison Jab or anything like that, so you can't do anything to me. So this is a pretty free button click. I think Glimmora is going to be the swap here. I'm just going to go for Hyper Voice. Getting damage on Glimmora would be phenomenal. So we see a Volt Switch, which is very interesting. So they knew I was Volt Absorb. So that's very interesting that they didn't allow me to go into Kilo. I guess I could have gotten Kilo for free is what I was trying to say there. But it is what it is. We're going to see Glimjob. That's going to be Glimmora. So let's see what type of set this is. We Hyper Voice, bada bing, bada boom. That does a decent chunk of damage regardless. Let's see. Sylveon versus Glimmora. Okay, it looks like it's pretty standard offense. I'm going to go ahead. Yes, I'm worried about a Toxic, but I think what I'm going to do here, I could Protect, honestly. Protect is a pretty solid play, just to see what you go for, because I think you're going to go for a Toxic. You could go for Hazards too, I guess. I feel like you have to be Corrosion, so I can't really play around that, unfortunately. I think you're just going to fire that off. So maybe, I don't really want Corviknight getting Toxic here, so I'll Protect here. I'm gonna Scout. You don't really get any setup potential, so that's solid to know. Let's see what you go for here. We're gonna see that you go for a Meteor Beam, your Power Herb. Oh god, I'm glad I didn't go into Corviknight then. Alright, let's go. Holy crap, that's crazy. Unless you're not Meteor. Okay, you are Power Herb. Okay, sweet. So that's that information. I'm glad I have that now. Holy crap, that's pretty good. Okay, so Glimmora is very scary now. Let's see here. Corviknight. Power Gem's going to do a chunk, but it's not going to kill. I'm going to go into I Am Driver now, because I Am Driver literally has almost max HP, almost max Spadef. It's built to take this on, basically. And I like that. I'm a big fan of that. So, there was also a little bit of defense investments. That way you could two-shot Ursaluna with Body Press. I think that was like max HP. So, that's pretty solid too. We are just going to see a Meteor Beam. That's fine. So, Meteor Beam, is that going to kill me if I see that again? Meteor Beam. No, it never kills. It never kills, which is good. I'm gonna go for... Oh, wait, no, you're at +2 now. Actually, I just realized that. You're at +2 now, aren't you? Yes, you are. I'll go for a roost here. I'll go for a roost. We're gonna see Meteor Beam. Hopefully this doesn't kill. It probably will. Let's see it. It doesn't. Okay, let's go. I'll take it. I will gladly take that. So we go for a roost. Let's go. Successfully roost off that damage. Love to see that. I think a power gem might kill, but I'm just gonna go for a U-turn. Really good set, I must say. Really, really excellent set. Leafeon, we can still switch in on a Leafeon, and I don't think there's much you can do against Corviknight now, unless you're packing... You could be packing power gem, but you can't hit me with a poison move, you can't hit me with a ground move, so I'm okay with this. I'm very okay with this. They probably weren't expecting me to be this bulky on the special side. I'm really glad I packed special bulk now. We are just gonna see power gem. Does that kill? It might not. It low-key might not. It doesn't. Beautiful. So we do fire off this. Unfortunately, are you toxic debris? You are toxic debris. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. Now I just go into Palafin and I think I claim one. Yeah, I'm just simply going to go Palafin and claim one here. All right, so Palafin hero, Wave Crash just absolutely decimates you. Jet Punch will as well. Same with the flip turn, honestly. I think you should be in range, like even if you're like max HP. Yeah, you're in range of dying to a flip turn here. I'm gonna go for a flip turn just because I think Leafeon could be the switch here. I'm gonna go for a flip turn. We are gonna see the swap. That makes sense. So Glimmora is no longer a major threat, which is good. But yeah, I don't believe it. I was wondering if this was going to be the check for this. So this might be the opportunity for me to go back into Corv. I do like that play. I think this is my opportunity to go into Corv. So yeah, I'm gonna go into Corv and I'm gonna Roost. I think this is my best play. I like this a lot just because if you have something for Corviknight, this is the thing that I defog against, basically, is what this comes down to. I'm gonna go ahead, or like, this is at the very least the thing I can Roost against. So let's see what they got to go for here. We'll figure that out when we get there. If you have Double Edge, it'll kill. If you're Adamant, Life Orb. But I don't think you're going to be able to kill me. I don't think you're going to be able to kill me here. We're going to see Baton Pass. That's fine. I'm okay with this. We could see Electabuzz be the switch back. That would make a lot of sense to me. Yep. We're at the very least going to get a Roost off so we can at least better handle certain threats, which is good. Corviknight doing the dang thing it needs to. We love to see it. The other nice thing as well is the fact that I have 2 flyers. That means I'm not affected by Toxic Spikes. Granted, I could still be affected by rocks, but it doesn't seem that she has brought rocks to this game. So that is very important information to have. We're going to see Otter Nonsense. So this is going to be Hisuian Samurott switching in, which is very interesting to me. So, okay. A Ceaseless Edge should never kill. I'm going to go ahead and just click Roost again. SD. Okay. So your SD, that's good to know. We go for a Roost, bada bing, bada boom, and then I think I'm going to go U-turn into Gastrodon. Yeah, I'll U-turn into Gastrodon here. Because if you go for an attack, that's fine. Okay, you just double SD. You double SD, that's fine. So you're at +4. Kill a Wattrel, actually. If you're at +4... Okay, yeah, I will die to this, so that's good to know. If I chip this down, I'm fine. So I think what I'm going to do here, I could go into I Am Perish. You know what, I'm going to go into I Am Slugger. This is my check for this Pokemon. I'm going to go into I Am Slugger here just because I can and I want to. We are going to get poisoned, which is a bit unfortunate, but that's okay. We have ways to check this if we weaken it down enough, so I'm okay with doing this. It's not the most ideal situation, but it's okay. On the off chance I live, I'm going to go for a Recover to force you to take more of a Hazard Chip. We're going to see a Ceaseless Edge, that's fine. Boom. We don't live, unfortunately. We do see that we take damage from the Rocky Helmet, that's fine. We are going to faint here, that is okay. We're going to go into I Am Driver now, I think, and I'm going to click Defog. Yes, I do like clicking Defog here. I want to get rid of this poison. We're going to see a Razor Shell, that's fine. Does it kill? It does kill, but you're going to get hit by the Rocky Helmet again, that's fine. Certainly not ideal, but it's fine. Leafeon in the back is terrifying. I think I might go into... What do I go into here? I think I'm going to go into I Am Here. I think this is my best play. I Am Here! Let's go. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna take some damage from the spikes, that's fine. Jet Punch, obvious play is obvious. Sucker Punch, which outspeeds me. I didn't even realize that, but we thankfully live. We're gonna fire off a Jet Punch here, boom. That's fine by me. Now I'm gonna go into Sylveon and I'm gonna Quick Attack. Sylveon's gonna get poisoned, but that's okay. Yeah, Samurott Hisuian has put in a lot of work, which is a bit scary, but it's fine. We'll make it work. We're still in this game for sure, but we're definitely gonna have to play. We're gonna have to play better. We're gonna have to be smart about this. Transrited by the spikes. That's fine. Quick attack. Bada bing, bada boom. Really well played. I just didn't. Yeah. I mean, this is just really well played. If we're gonna fire a quick attack here. Boom. Beautiful. All right. Hisuian Samurott goes down. All right. Nice. We got it in range to die to that, which is great. Here's the problem, Glimmora comes in for free. So how do I handle a Glimmora coming in for free is the question. I think I need to go into I Am Perish. Yep, when Job is going to come in, I'm going to immediately go into I Am Perish, and I'm going to get poisoned, and I'm going to cry. Okay, The nice thing is it's only poison, so it's not toxic, so that helps a little bit. It's not ideal, but it helps. Yeah, really well prepped by Amber. I should have prepped a bit more for SD. We're gonna see it starts to rain. Not that it affects things too heavily, but that's fine. We're gonna okay with that. We've also revealed at this point that we're AD, so that's good. I think you're going to try to save this, so I'm gonna go for an Ice Beam. Yep, you are gonna save this thing. So hopefully you send in Leaf. You're hopefully sending in, let's see, Electabuzzy. That's fine. This gives me a free switch into whatchamacallit. Ice Beam, bada bing, bada boom. Beautiful damage. Love to see that. Wonderful. Honestly, I think you might predict me to go into Kilowattrel here and go for a Psychic, so I'm gonna actually do this. I think at this point I'm trying to save differential. We are gonna see a Volt Switch. I could have swapped into... Oh wow, we still live. That's crazy. That's actually crazy. Holy crap. I could be clicking Ice Beam here. They know this. I think they're gonna go into Gardevoir, so at the very least we're gonna get a big hit off on Gardevoir, which is nice. Trebuchet. That's gonna be... What is this? This is Pult. Pult comes in, which is very interesting. We fire up a Weather Ball here. I could have went for an Ice Beam, I really wish I did now, but that's besides the point. Okay, we go into Sylveon for free, and we click Hyper Voice, I think. I think we click Hyper Voice on the Glamoras. We're gonna go into Transrites. I think we lose this, unfortunately, because I think you can just go into Glamora. I really wish I packed Psyshock now, but it is what it is. We're gonna Hyper Voice here. You know I have Quick Attack at this point. We're just gonna turn me up, that makes sense. Man, man, I'm not upset with how I played. I think I played decently well. I was too passive against SD Samurott, and I think that's where I messed up, unfortunately. I think that is where I messed up. One of these days, Amber, I'm going to beat you. One of these days, I am going to beat you. I swear it. I swear it. On my mother, I swear it. It's not gonna be today, but it will happen, I promise. I promise you it's gonna happen someday. Someday. Someday it will happen. I promise. Sludge Wave should pick up the kill here, I imagine. Boom. Yep, it does. Really well played to Amber. I'm gonna let the rest of this play out. I'm getting back into a losing streak. I need to start playing better again. And I'm back in a losing streak. It's very frustrating. I've lost a lot of games recently. I've gotten a couple of wins here and there, but this is definitely a lot more frustrating for me. I can be playing better than this, so I'm a little bit upset about that. We're gonna see the swap. Yep, that makes sense. Probably in the Pult, if I had to guess, for the Thunderbolt. Oh no, this is actually fair enough. I forgot about this fading trace. Fair enough. Well played. Really well played. Yep, we're gonna see that. I'm just gonna let him pick up the kill. Fair enough. I'm just gonna let her pick up the kill here. Really well played. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Air Slash, maybe we can get lucky. Definitely not. Yep, there we go. And you have Typhoon Noise too. Yeah, to guarantee win the game. Really well played. I'm upset. I think I could have played better, and I'm very sad. I need to, yeah, man. Okay. I felt pretty good about this team going into it. It's upsetting, but it's alright. We'll make a bounce back, I'm sure. This team is so good. I love this team, and I'm not doing well with it, and I hate that. I don't like how I'm doing so poorly with it. I know I can do better with this team. I need to start putting in results. I really do. So, GG's again to Amber. Really, really well played. She continues her undefeated streak against me. We will beat her one of these days, I swear it. Regardless though, GG's, thank you so much for watching this video. Please be sure to check out Amber's side of the battle down in the description below. I know she's uploading this season, so her channel will be linked down there as well. And yeah, once again, really, really well played. Thank you all so much for watching. I really hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you soon in the next video. Peace out, mates!